I welcome all of you in our G3's lecture. Friends, today I am going to deliver a lecture on the poem number 2 having the title Silent Steps, written by the great Indian poet Rabindranath Tagore. Silent Steps is a religious poem written by Tagore. Now, I would like to introduce you about the poet Rabindranath Tagore. Was born on 7th May 1861 in Kolkata. He was not only a short story writer but also the famous dramatist, poet, philosopher, prophet, educationist, painter, and a great critic. He was died on 7th August 1941 in Kolkata. He was one of the most remarkable figures in the recent history of India and Indian literature. His masterwork is Gitanjali, which is a collection of poems, and he is the official composer of the national anthem of India and Bangladesh. In 1913, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Gitanjali. The present poem is taken from Rabindranath Tagore's collection of poems having the title Gitanjali, and the present one song is the 45th song number, which is taken from this collection of poems. And for Gitanjali, Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize for Gitanjali in 1913. Now, I would like to introduce you about the poem. The present poem, Silent Steps, is one of the songs taken from Gitanjali. This is a song number 45 taken from Gitanjali. This is a deeply religious poem. Through this poem, the poet tells us that God never fails to visit human beings. Now, I am going to explain the central theme of the poem. The present poem, Silent Steps, deals with the religious theme of the silent coming of God. The poet says that we often do not feel the coming of God, so we complain that God does not come. Actually, God always comes with silent steps. Thus, the poem contains a religious theme. Now, I would like to explain the title of the poem. The title of this poem is Silent Steps. Through this poem, the poet tells us that God definitely comes. God is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. And this idea helps to overcome the fear of suffering and pessimism. So, the poet said that God always comes with silent steps. So, the title of this poem is very apt. Now, I explain the poem stanza wise. First, I would like to read the stanza number 1. Have you not heard his silent steps? He comes, comes, ever comes, every moment and every age. Every day and every night he comes, comes, ever comes. Now I would like to explain this stanza number 1. In this stanza, the line number 1 starts with a rhetorical question. Rhetorical question means a question asked in order to create a dramatic effect or to make a point rather than to get an answer. Now, the second general meaning of the rhetorical question is a question someone asks without expecting an answer. In this stanza, the line number 1 starts with the poet's rhetorical question, have you not heard his silent steps of God? Then he himself answers the question. He asserts that God always comes. One should not doubt about God's coming. Here, the poet confidently assures his readers that God comes every moment and every age. God comes every day and every night. Then the poet used here the figure of the speech, that is repetition. Here the words repeated, comes, comes, ever comes. That's why here the figure of speech, which is very artistically used by the poet, the figure of speech is repetition. Now I am going to read this stanza number 2. Many a song have I sung in many a mood of mind, but all their notes have always proclaimed, He comes, comes, ever comes. In the fragrant days of sunny April, through the forest path he comes, comes, ever comes. In this stanza number 2, the poet adds that he has written many poems in different moods. However, all the poems and their tunes announce the arrival of God, who never fails to come. Then the poet said that God came in all types of seasons. God surely comes silently in the bright days of April, when sweet flowers are in bloom. So he assures us God comes and ever comes. Here once again the poet used the figure of speech repetition very skillfully. Now I read the stanza number 3. In the rainy gloom of July nights, on the thundering chariot of clouds, he comes, comes, ever comes. In sorrow after sorrow, it is his steps that press upon my heart, and it is the golden touch of his feet that makes my joy to shine. Here, in this stanza, the poet is sure about the God's appearance in the darkness of the rainy nights of July. He comes riding his chariots of clouds. The poet also states that in his misfortunes, God touched his heart with his footsteps to comfort him. The coming of God thus functions as the golden touch for the poet's mind or the poet's heart. This is because the feelings of golden touch makes the poet shine in joy. Thus, the god's appearance made the poet happy. That's why here in this poem the poet used very artistically the images of God's steps, days of April, nights of July, chariots of clouds. This is a highly musical poem having the title Silent Steps, written by the great Indian writer Rabindranath Tagore. This poem strengthens the conceptions that God is omnipresent. Omnipresent means God is present in each and everything. Then the God is omniscient means God knows the everything. Then the poet used that, or the poet said that God is omnipotent. Omnipotent means God is all powerful. Thus the poem helps to overcome the fear of sufferings and pessimism. In this way, this present poem is very musical and full of images and having the theme of religion. Thank you very much.